All right, we are live. Good morning, everyone. It is the second day of spring break. We're live streaming, and how many of y'all are still screaming? I just want to know. You had a chance to start the week off. The kids are in the house. That first day, how did it go? You had a plan. So I know you had a plan. You said to yourself, oh, I got this. Not even a problem. The kids are home. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to cook that. What I want to know is, did it go according to plan? The second thing is, did them kids get fed with what you planned? I'm going to say by noon, that schedule was out the window. You knew all the stuff you want to do, but it's okay. Monday is gone. You're right back in for Tuesday. You might not have got it right yesterday, but today you're going to get it right. Now, the kids probably stayed up late last night. I already know that you probably didn't get it right. So if you didn't get it right, got it. They stayed up late. They're going to sleep in a little bit later this morning. They was excited yesterday. Today they're going to sleep in. So get yourself together. You got the second chance to get it right. Now, if there's going to be anything for the rest of the week, don't even save it. Y'all need to attack that schedule now. Get ahead of it now before y'all get to the back end of the week. That's all I can tell you. From what I've heard, y'all struggling. And I'm here for it. It is a lot of fun. So we're going to get started with the first thing. The very first thing is, it's a question. We all got that friend, right? We got that friend that likes to complain about the stuff. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. Does a person with one kid get to complain as much as a person with multiple kids? I just want to know. That's like anything else in life. So if you got one job, can you complain about your one job to your friend that got two jobs that's out here hustling? They go and they do 100% at work, and then they come home and they got a side hustle. Or they don't even go straight from home from the first job. They go straight to the second job. Is that the person you complain to? Or do you go find a new person to complain to? I feel like you're going to have to take that opportunity to hold it to yourself. If that's not you, then okay. But I believe we all have to take that opportunity. Laura, I'm very curious here. If a person with one kid gets to complain as much as a person with multiple kids, what do you say?
I definitely think so. I mean, does it make a difference? That what a kid is a kid at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's all responsibility. You still gonna have to cook breakfast. You still have to get the house clean. And I also believe, because I'm gonna agree with you here, those multiple kids, the more you have, that's just more stuff that's gonna get picked up. Stuff's gonna get picked up. You got the one kid, you tell them, hey, we gotta clean up. But when you got other kids, that's just more stuff that's getting picked up. Mm-hmm. If your multiple kids is out of control, that's kind of a you problem.
That's definitely no.
Wait, no.
It's so crazy because I just watched a video just this morning, and it was 3 kids.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of my one kid I had at the time. I remember I was young when I had my first kid.
Yeah.
I was asleep, and while I was asleep, he pulled out his poo. He pulled out his poo and ate it, right? But then I just see online right now that this lady had triplets.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I thought you had me that we were going team one kid, but then you went to the multiple. So I'm confused, but I'm going to stick to the single because I feel like there's more people that were out here with plans to have like 3, 4 kids till they had that one and they was like, nah, I'm out the game. So I think there's more of those people than nowadays the people with the 3 and the 4 kids. And I think just like you got that first kid cleaning up, you can get that second kid to start helping you and that third. And then it gets a little bit easier. There's less stuff to pick up. I'm going to say that.
It gets easier because the kids get older and the older kids get to watch the younger kids.
Oh, yeah. Built-in babysitting. See, my older sister is 7 years older than me. I know she didn't get paid for it, but she did a lot of babysitting.
Yeah, and she got in trouble for a lot of things.
Oh, yes, she did. Especially for me. I'm the mid kid, so I was causing that trouble. I was causing that. Right. All right, we're gonna go with a couple of little things here. We're gonna have some entertainment. We're gonna have some point of view. Let's start off with point of view. Laura, I know it's early in the morning. We appreciate you being on the live stream, but we're going to get that brain firing. We're going to make it smoke. We're going to sizzle it up today. I promise you.
All right.
The hard questions.
All right.
I'm joking because this is not a hard question. Okay. Rank the following from best to worst. French toast, pancakes, and waffles. From best to worst. So what's the number one thing you're going to start with?
None of them are worse. Let's just start there.
Okay.
Yes, I'm definitely a French toast person.
Yeah.
And I guess a waffle and then a pancake.
Okay. All right. I'm okay with that. It was hard for me, but I knew French toast was going to be first.
Yeah.
That's where I started.
Yeah.
And those last two, I mean, they still. I'm a breakfast food person, so.
You're a breakfast food.
I'm not missing it. If I could eat breakfast every meal of the day, of course I'll do a little variety. You can get some eggs, you can get some steak and eggs, you could get some French toast like we talked about. I'm all right with it all.
Yeah.
No complaints. All right, here's another point of view. What two toppings are you putting on 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream?
I feel like that's when you get me there because, like, who's still buying vanilla ice cream? But
I know. I don't know if I've ever bought vanilla ice cream ever.
I'm pretty sure, or maybe I bought that Napoleon.
Yep. Yep.
If my 2 toppings, I'm gonna go with shit. That's hard. Like, why am I eating this plain ass ice cream?
I know. Thank you. Okay. We won't even buy it for a house, and now I gotta get you to pick, like you got it in your house because you already judging yourself. Why you got this in the house?
Yeah, why do I have this in my house? Like, it's crazy. I went to the ice cream parlor over the weekend, and I'm the one I loaded like M&Ms and cheesecake bites and chocolate chips. I only got 2 toppings.
Yeah.
Is this Bluebell ice cream?
If you want it to be.
Okay, well, it still don't matter because it's still vanilla.
See, all right, I already like where you're going.
I'll just make it easy and just say some chocolate chips and nuts. I don't know. Okay. Make it a Sunday, kind of.
Yeah. Would you rather live in a mansion underground with unlimited land or in a floating house with no land, but neither of those houses can move?
I'm going to be underground.
Yeah.
I'm going to be underground.
I like that. That's the one I was going with. At first we thought, everybody going to be looking up. They always going to be looking up at you. Like, like having a house in the hills. That floating house. But when you step outside, you ain't got no grass. It's just you and then.
What about when the apocalypse hit?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Target, they just puming all day, like Target, I'm underground with unlimited land. I can hide anywhere.
Laura, you ready? First thing in the morning, you ready? You coming out with some stuff already, and I didn't think about that. I should know that. I don't think I'm a true prepper, but I know your boy ready for the apocalypse. I'm ready for that.
Now, they are already getting ready for it. I don't want to get too deep in that conversation, but they are ready for it. I ain't no millionaire, but I'm trying to follow suit. Something with Mark.
Yeah.
Is this question stem from him? Will him buy that compound that he's building underground?
No, but I like where you're going. I just thought of the 2 options, most people would go with the floating house. That's what I think. Just because they feeling like, I won't be able to see the sun, or y'all ain't up on this kind of deal. They want to be seen.
If I can afford to live underground with unlimited amount of land, I'm pretty sure I can create my own sun, okay?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can go out, take your cars, your electric vehicles, whatever you got.
Right?
Yeah,
Whatever.
you're having a lot of fun on the land. Okay, I like that. All right. This one's a little hard. You have 24 hours to eat as many rotisserie chickens as you can. You receive $1 million per chicken.
Oh,
But if you
no.
throw up, you get nothing.
Oh, man.
How many are you putting down?
Probably 0.
Laura, you got to get one, Laura. You got to get that. You got to at least get a meal, right? Come on, you got to get one.
I don't eat chicken. So like that, I know
Yeah.
I just told somebody I'm doing it. I'm climbing up, but I don't think I'm gonna climb up that way. Even though it's not like a belief, it's just something I haven't eaten in 8 years. And
No, you're not alone. You're not alone. What I haven't used this with anyone. I saved it for today, but I do know a couple people in my circle, and they don't even eat chicken no more. They said they good. They grew up. That's all they had. They refused to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I even then I just seen a comedian that said that like with cows, he was saying like, if you raise a cow from a baby, they're just like little dogs. So like, why are we eating cows? And I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
You're on it.
Yeah. Now, I'm always curious about those people that grew up on farms though, and then they had to do it. Now, we're in the mental health age where we care about how people are. Why ain't nobody checking on our friends that grew up on farms? Because they done been through some stuff. They mama told them go out, wring that chicken's neck, that calf that had to get put down. We ain't checking on those people.
If you know anything about farmers, I feel like they live their best life however they get it, okay? So I think they got therapy like built in.
Yeah. Okay, so they are okay. That's good because I got a couple. I know a couple, but if you say they good.
I feel like they good, and then too, you know what? I can always go left field. I feel like they the ones that's feeding America. Like they good. They the one feeding the world.
And we appreciate their service to America.
Exactly.
We need y'all. We need y'all. Okay. What spot in the tic-tac-toe grid do you always start with?
Middle.
Wait a minute. You said that real quick.
Because it's automatic. It's my go-to play.
All right, I'm gonna follow up. I wasn't prepared to follow up, but you were so confident about that. Now I gotta get this mindset. Let's say you and I are playing. You done beat me like 15 times in a row, but for some reason I'm still going at it. For game number 16, I don't know why I keep letting you go first. I guess that's my problem. But game number 16, you gonna mix it up, girl?
No, I'm gonna play in the middle because you haven't learned by the 16 game that I always play in the middle, and you keep letting me go first. So it's gonna be game number 17 that you learn to go first and play in the middle. But just because that's my strategy, though.
Okay, hold on, Laura. Hold on. So 16 is done. You said I may not have figured it out by 17. So let's say I gave you 17 again. Now we on game number 18. Laura, you see, I'm visibly shaking. I'm almost crying over here. I don't know why, but for some reason, all my hopes and dreams is on this game number 18. But I'm gonna still let you go first. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna still play in the middle because you lost me. You're just a person that just don't, get the sign. Like here's.
Oh my gosh!
Not to let me play in that middle.
Laura, has anybody ever told you that you're a killer?
You know what? If I told you this online, then people might be knocking at my door. So
no, we don't want to live stream snitch shit.
I like to keep some things a secret.
Nah, I get it. Got it. Don't live stream snitch on yourself. I'm all right with it. Okay. Square or round pizza?
This is funny, but
Uh-huh.
I am a round square pizza kind of person.
Round square?
Yeah.
Well, that is funny. I ain't never. Yo, did you just wreck all the geometry? Did you make a new shape?
I am a round square. I've gotten so many free pizzas on round square because that's what I asked for. And then they forget to give me round square. And I'm like, this is not what I asked for.
What 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 am I missing? What is a round square?
So when I order my pizza, I ask for them to cut them in squares instead of slices.
Yeah.
I ask for squares.
Okay. All right. Well, then we got you then. I understand. I have been in other places, and I know in Detroit they'll come out and they'll do a little square. Spend a lot of time in the Midwest, and I'm just saying, like, they kind of got me. There's some places when I lived in Indianapolis. Shout out to Naptown. They brought me a lot of square pizzas. So I kind of like those edges that go all the
But
way to the pan.
isn't that like deep dish though?
Well, that is also, I've had a lot of deep dish. And yeah, you're right. When I was in Detroit, Chicago, Naptown, yeah, I had a lot of deep dish. You're
That's
right.
sauce for me. That's like spaghetti on
Oh,
bread.
I
Like
get you.
that. I'm not
I
a
get you.
person.
Now, I will have to say here, when it comes to the pizza, I'm not discerning. I just, at that point, I'm just trying to put it down. I don't, I should be more picky. I understand. I just hope people judge me on that. I'm okay with it.
You say you
Well,
hope they judge you?
I hope they judge me
Oh,
because
dude.
I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie on the live stream, tell y'all I'm going to stop or I'm going to change because that ain't going to happen. They just going to have to judge me. While we on pizza, does pineapple belong on pizza?
Definitely.
Oh.
Definitely.
Now, when I was a kid, I remember my dad first came home with it. I didn't hate it. I don't hate it. I get why some people are against it. I don't hate it though.
No, neither. It's like the best part of the pizza.
It ain't bad. You got okay.
It's Hawaiian pizza.
This one might bring you down or may lift you up. I gotta know which way this one's gonna go. Would you rather laugh every time someone said something sad or cry every time someone said something funny?
I'm gonna cry every time somebody say something funny because I do that already.
And I agree because you're enjoying life. If anybody ever laugh so much you cry?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But I'm also like that person that can watch a commercial, like a 15-second commercial, but like, oh.
Okay. Yeah. I get that. Okay. This one's gonna be a little bit of a weird one. I want to know if there's any school teachers out there that want to come through and correct you on this, but it's your opinion. Is it pronounced data or data?
It depends on the conversation.
Yep.
And sometimes it depends on who you're talking to. Like,
Yep.
yeah, one of them sounds a little smarter than the other. You know, the data research say.
Oh, she got serious. She got serious on that one.
That data research say.
Yeah.
I did my data on this.
So hold on. See?
I feel like it can go. It really just depends on how you use it. I don't like they say tomato, whatever.
Boom. See, listeners, this is why we got her on here. Y'all think we got lucky. And we were like, all right, first lady that walks past. No! You are killing it.
Yeah, you guys got here at 6:00 in the morning. Whew.
Hey, you know what? the people who are going to watch this later, I feel bad for them because they are up and moving already. They're not here in the struggle with us. They didn't catch it live. They're not here in the struggle right now.
I'm actually okay because weirdly enough, I wake up around this time anyway. It's more that I don't get out the bed.
Right.
So that's the struggle part. Like I prepare for this, like set a whole alarm clock an hour early and still but still managed to roll out of bed like 15 minutes before. Like
I understand that.
I
get it. I get it. I'm not gonna lie. I am a morning person, but yeah, I hit the snooze this morning.
Yeah,
the snooze happened. It happened. That's it. But we here though. We here though.
We here.
Now this one's gonna be weird for some, but we'll find out where you go with it.
Okay, let's go.
Because we're just trying to keep it real. So we want the real answer. I'll give you mine if you care. Walking around the house naked, good or bad? Discuss, please.
You tell me first.
It's good. It's good. It's your place. It's your body. It's your comfort level. So if you like it, it can't be bad. If you like it, it can't be bad. It can't be bad.
You know, to me, that's like my second pair of clothes. Like,
that's my Laura. That's my Laura. She gets it. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's like, you know, my boys walk around, and don't get me wrong, I won't do it around my boys. I try to be, you know, of that for sure. Yep. But like, we live like how my house is set up. Like, I live downstairs, they live upstairs. Like, they don't come downstairs that much, and so I might run out to the refrigerator and like, oh my bad, didn't even know I got you.
Hey, I'm just trying to live, and this is how I live. That's I'm not complaining, Laura. Kindred spirits.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Now, we've always heard about a nudist. Does that make us a nudist? Because I've never actually known what makes you a nudist. We're not nudists. We just in our own crib doing our own thing.
Yeah. Okay. Because I feel like the only people that's like the nudists that I know of is like, never mind, because I don't know who's watching the show. Never mind.
No. Hey, I'll tell you this though. I know you're well traveled. When I lived in Europe, I ended up at my first nude beach. I never did it here in America. Where they are in America, I know we got them. I ain't been. But I ended up, it's not, pun intended, it's not as hard as you may think.
It's not. It's so easy. It's just, you probably like the finest one on the beach though, you know?
That time, yeah, I was doing all the working out, you know, before I got the kids and whatnot. I wanted to be seen. I was enjoying it. I was ready for it. So yes, you're right. It's not what I want to remind people of. In your mind, you think everybody there is fine with nice bodies. That wasn't the case. I was in the military, so I had to work out every day. I'm not saying everybody in the military got a six-pack, but I was working out a lot. I saw a lot of, let me just say, there was a lot of big dudes with big bellies. There weren't a bunch of supermodels running around.
You should have seen nothing but like the oldest person had to be like 65 out there, okay?
Oh, there were some old heads.
That's all. You're located in Austin, right?
I'm in Austin.
Have you not been to Hippie Hollow?
Oh, I have not.
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
Hollow.
I've heard of it.
It's right in your backyard. You ain't even gotta go across America. Go in your backyard.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Again, it's probably gonna be the same that you seen all those years ago. You know.
Yeah.
You know, do it just hang low? Do it wobble to the floor?
Some of that I can't get out of my mind. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to enjoy it. But been there, done that.
You think that you're gonna see the baddies and the hotties?
Yes, that's what I thought.
No, you think you're gonna be like let it hang loose, and no, you're gonna probably see a lot of people grandparents.
It was just normal folk.
Like, we're just human. We're just gonna let it hang out, and it's like, no, hang back in, please.
Normal European folk. There were other Americans there, here and there, but normal European folk. Okay. This one, we either gonna judge you, like you, or refuse you on this one. That's what I think. I think this is divisive. One. What's the greatest TV show jingle of all time?
Oh my God. I don't know about greatest, but I know one that's been in my head for the last week. Because I'm getting old. And so this song can just resonate. I think it really depends on what point of your life you in to make that song greatest, right? And so currently mine, and y'all can judge me if y'all want. It's my opinion. But mine is Kings and Queens right now. You remember that song?
No.
Oh my goodness. The only part, with Doug Heffernan, he delivered packages and his wife was Carrie.
Oh.
You know, he was like, my back is getting tight. I'm sitting here and that's the only part. Like, I know of that song right now because my God, my back is so tight. I think about my back being tight. I think about that theme song, like how tight my back is right now.
Then it counts. And they can't judge you. It's your opinion anyway. That's why we say point of view.
Point of view.
Yeah. They got to wait until we had them on a live stream and then they can give their point of view. But right now, they getting ours. All right. Since we talked about the beach, we're not too far away from it. I missed it. I should have put those two together. What are your top 3 beverages to have at the beach?
So I am an unofficial spokesperson for High Noon. Oh, we still live, so I'm gonna continue talking.
Oh, yes, we are.
I can say I don't see you, but I can hear you. But High Noon for one. And depending on where I am, because High Noon is not sold everywhere, then it will be Topo Chico and then water.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, well, I've never done the Topo Chico. It's in my house, but I've never done it. Grandpa liked to go at that. Okay, those are your top 3. I'm very curious here because now this next question may throw you back to, you might want to go change what you just did. Let's see if we can break her. Let's see if we can break her. You're about to order a margarita. Salt or sugar on the rim?
I'm not a margarita person.
Oh, then dang, I just knew I was going to shake you. When I put this up here and I put it in that order, I had that all laced up. I was like, yeah, this is going to make her change. Wow.
But if I order a drink and it calls for salt or sugar, I'm going sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's what I expected.
Like a lemon drop.
That was my guess for you.
Yeah, I'm a lemon drop girl. And so, yeah, I want that sugar on my rim. I want it stored, not shaken.
Yeah. I get it. Right around the rim.
Right around the rim.
How would dogs wear pants? With all 4 legs in the pants or just the hind legs?
It depends on the season.
Oh, you just messed me up. Laura, you're existing on another plane of life. When I thought these up, I just knew we was going left, right, and then you take me off. This is why we got you.
Have you ever seen like those cute costumes where the dogs have the front legs?
Yes.
Like you can't ignore those outfits. You can't. I wish I had my phone right here
I didn't
to
think
pull
about
up
that.
a quick video of the dogs and it looked like they're really walking. So
Yeah.
those are like the cutest. But then, and you know, those dogs don't even like those outfits with their tails. Like, they don't like it. They like their tail to like be free.
I just knew it was either gonna be the forelegs, the hind legs, and you hit me with the
Both.
front legs, and
They're
you're
both.
right, because there's a lot of the front leg ones. All right. Every topping is available. What's going on a burger?
I just had a burger yesterday.
Okay.
I had a veggie burger yesterday.
That works. So
I
what goes
put
on it?
lettuce,
All right.
tomato, and pickles.
Wait.
Cheese,
Oh, okay. Okay.
mayo, and ketchup.
Oh, so you're a classic.
Yeah.
Now, is it because of the time of the day or people you were with or where you had to go that you didn't do onion?
Oh man. See, I'm an esthetician. Like I literally I'm hovering over somebody all day.
Oh.
So I tend to avoid things that make my breath stink.
Yes.
You
That's
know?
considerate.
And it really depends because years ago when I was in Houston, I had went to Burger King and I ordered a burger and that burger didn't come with grilled onions and I was like, "Oh, I want grilled onions, not like regular onions. I want my onions grilled." And it was like, "Oh, you can't do that. Don't come that way." And I said, "This is Burger King. Isn't it have it your way?" And it was like, "Oh no, that's only at participating locations." And from that day
Yo.
on, onions and meat I was rejected and I felt some type of way about it.
So there literally are some spots where they can be like, nah, this ain't the one.
This ain't.
God.
They say this is only at participating locations.
They don't ruin that for me. Now you want to know when you're driving up. Yo, is this the spot?
Is this
the
a
spot where they gonna
participating
be?
location? You know, in the disclosure of the commercials, how they be like, only at
Yes.
I actually visit a non-participating location.
Man, you gotta be kidding me. All right, we all got to do that now. We gotta find out what if our location is participating. You gotta know that, and we gotta hit the road. You gotta keep going.
You gotta, fight. What could I tell them? What can I tell them? They was like, "Who you gonna call? I am my boss. You gonna call the king on me?"
This ain't the place for you rule.
You know.
Wow, I wasn't ready for that, but I like it. We all gonna be giving the side eye for every BK we going past now, thanks to you. Is that is that the one? Is that one? That ain't y'all ain't the one.
I'm
Keep
quick
on driving.
my cutoff game so strong. I'm telling you that's probably the last time I've been to Burger King. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like I just don't. You mess me up. That's it. It's done.
All right. If you see somebody and you start picking on them for whatever reason, you know how we are, and you get some good jokes going, that's good. But all of a sudden, they stand up and you see they start walking with a cane.
Oh man, come on now.
Can you keep joking?
Come on now.
Or does it mean
like
is it mean for you to keep joking?
Tiny Tim, why you ain't tell me? Tiny Tim. Come on. Nah, I mean, depending on the situation, if I'm roasting them, that's a good chance that they were roasting me back. And baby,
thank you.
It's all off limits. Like this, it's a playground.
No doubt. No, yeah. I'm glad you said that because that's where I was gonna go, and I was hoping I wasn't gonna look that bad. But nah, they could get it. And I want to know where you grew up, where people take it easy on you. If you the person who's like, no, you got to take it easy on them. Nah, son.
But first of all, let's go back to the beginning of that conversation.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been picking on them. It
Oh,
had to be that they were picking on me.
oh, okay. So you are a defensive roaster.
Yes, like
Okay,
I'm
all
not
right.
gonna just like start roasting somebody like off rip. But if we get there, we can take it there. And Tiny Tim, you shouldn't have took it there with me because nothing's off limits.
So the
Not
way it
even on
works,
my
when I thought about this, I had just moved to Indianapolis. I'm in the barbershop. I walk in, conversation's already going. I'm sitting down. This was my second time in the barbershop. So I'm sitting down and then I'm getting into it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I walked in late, got it, hit. Let's see where he's coming, see where he's coming, see where that dude's coming from. This one. Then all of a sudden that dude came. Man, what you say? Man, if you ain't. And so I start going in on him. And then when everybody else starts laughing, that just fuels you. Plus, you know
right,
you are one at that point. So now
right.
I'm just feeling it. And then after he got done with his hair, he stood up a little weird, and then reached back behind him. I didn't see it, and there was a cane, and he took the cane. So that's where that one came from. But hey, he was good for the
Who
goose, good for the
knows?
gander.
He probably messed up his leg from running from somebody because he was roasting them. Who knows?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
No, it's you know what? Because this brings me to the point that I wanted to get in this. Do you think that if you're a person that is walking with a cane or has a disability, you think you want everybody babying you? Because I think
No.
that's even more offensive if you're trying to look down on or you're trying to treat somebody different. They ain't asking for that.
Mm-mm.
Now you're
No.
trying to get it like everybody else.
Hell no. I want my sympathy. I take that back. Them people get to cut lines and shit. They get to get in
Right.
front of the airport. Like they get to get on the plane first. Yeah, I'd be like,
Okay. To that same point, you walk into the hair salon with your cane, and they say, "All right, Laura, we'll take you first." You taking that still?
yes,
Yeah.
cause
Oh, I didn't think you would say that.
look at God. He just freed up my day. What you talking about?
Yo, okay.
Listen, you just put something in my head because now I gotta come out with the crushes like when I go places like
She got the
what,
fold up that she throw in the trunk just for these occasions.
what am I getting free here?
Yeah, yeah. Just hey, I just need you to know this though. Even if you have the fold up walker or the cane for such situations, make sure it's a participating location though. All right, because they may not.
right. Because
They
they
may
gotta
not.
participate. I
Yeah,
gotta
they
look
may
at
not
their
help you out.
reviews.
You may not get it your way.
I might have to just look at their reviews.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, there are some people where you see them and you could just read everything about them from the way they look when they enter a room. They
Mm-hmm.
have a vibe about them, positive or negative.
Mm.
You true or false? You agree with that or not?
I feel like I'm always like just in the middle of it, because I feel like oftentimes people judge me. I feel like I don't have a bad attitude. Like people, how many times people have told me like, "Oh my God, you're so cool. When I first saw you, I thought you were stuck up."
Oh, right.
So it's kind of hard for me to judge people when I'm often judged.
No,
So
I like that. You literally, this is why we call it point of view. You just gave me a point of view I didn't think of that person.
yeah, like I'm that person all like in every scenario. Like if I go somewhere and I often go places by myself and oftentimes like people like, "Oh my God, I was so intimidated." And I'm like the goofiest person you could ever meet. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, I get that. And you're teaching us something right now. Is that's the age old adage, walk a mile in someone's shoes
Yeah.
before you judge. And that also means maybe we shouldn't be walking around trying to judge people because Get to know them first, and then you'll know.
Now, if you smell like boo boo, I'm judging you. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, if you smell, and you know sometimes people have BO, that's fine. But if you smell like boo boo, I'm judging you.
What if it was a hard day and they just got wrapped up in stuff and they didn't get a chance to
take your hard ass home and watch your
Okay. All right.
I don't know if I can cuss, but
No, you can. You can. It is definitely okay. Okay. I guess you can't be that busy. It's consideration of others though, at the end of the day. You've had a hard day.
Yeah, and especially like if we in a close quarters,
Yes.
I try not to judge, especially because I am an esthetician. Like I make a living of making people feel good, making people feel beautiful, like, all about self-care. So I would definitely be a hypocrite to say that like I could judge anybody. But take my personal beliefs out, like my life it would be a contradictory on my behalf.
Well, I like it.
And I feel like I sound such like a square. I swear I'm not a square, y'all. I swear.
No. I think you hit the nail on the head. If we're thinking about the other person, if we're considerate, we will get to know them before we judge them. And if we're the person that had the hard day, we'll be considerate of the people we'll be around. Yeah. So thank you for that.
And if you go around people smelling like that, you have to know people talking.
Yes. Or if not, you're going to learn today because we're going to help you out with it. Mm-hmm. We're going to explain to you, hey, man, you're going to have to go and tighten that stuff up, man. It's your cubicle's right next to mine.
Oh, man, come on now. And, not the cubicle next to mine.
It's wafting over the partition. And I just need you to know the data says.
In fact, the data. This is the data because it wouldn't be the data. This is the data. It's depending on how much emphasis you have to put on it. It's when it becomes the data.
Okay. That conversation would have to happen. We got to reach out to that person and help them in that situation.
Right.
Okay. How about this one then? When is violence okay? I mean, when is it okay to put your hands on somebody? If they're riding on a scooter, as you've been in downtown, they're riding on their scooters on the sidewalk. They're supposed to be on the street. And you're walking and they hit you from behind. Is that okay? Is violence okay? Is that when you can put your hands on somebody?
I'm a firm believer. And, I'm a very visual person. If I could, use my whiteboard, there's like this chart when you F around, you find out. Yeah. And I feel like when those two collide, that's when the violence begins. That's when it's okay.
I like it.
But I'm also a professional. So I ain't trying to go to jail. I like my freedom. So it will take a lot to get me to like, back in the day now, if you know we can book.
Woo. but they caught you now though. They caught the professional Laura.
Now if they hit me again, if you mess around, because now I'm telling I'm suing and I'm kicking your ass.
Oh,
like, I'm suing and kicking your ass. I want you to go to jail.
Yes, you gotta get them.
My hit's gonna hurt just for them few seconds, but you being in jail, that's gonna hurt. You can't get a job now. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Some people have to learn lessons though, because when you are on that scooter and you're on the sidewalk and either that one person's walking or it's a bunch of people, you ain't supposed to be flying through there anyway. You gotta You got to read that
You must
situation.
got hit by one of them damn scooters now. That's what
It's
I'm
funny
hearing.
you say
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing some trauma come through.
It literally happened. And well, he was on a bike.
Okay.
But here's what happened. He hit me, and he hit me on my left side. So he hit me, and I think he was losing it. Maybe he was looking down or looking around, and then he looked up and he saw me. So he hit me on the elbow, and then so of course I turned, and then at that point I see him wobbling off, and he crashes in the most dynamic, spectacular crash you could imagine, and I felt bad for him. I wanted to run over there. At that moment, I wanted to run over there and put my hands on him. But after seeing how bad he crashed and went down, I didn't even stop to help him. I kept walking, and I saw other people kind of running over to help. I said, yeah, he'll be all right. They'll help him out because I ain't in the right frame of mind right now. He was a young cat, and I thought he needed a lesson to be taught, but I decided not to teach him at that moment.
Was it malicious? Do you think that he did it on purpose?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because also, because like Austin, we live in Austin where like they have bike lanes, right? But like in Houston, they have like a whole lot of bike lanes. So in that instance, like I would see that occur. Now in Austin, like if they have a bike lane, like why you not in your bike lane? Because really they can't on the street. So then the alternative would be to be on the sidewalk. And I feel like he's seen a pedestrian, they should have like a little horn. Doop, doop,
yes.
To let you know that they're coming. But if it was malicious, I can't be mad at the brother.
Yeah. I could, and I was.
He was like,
got my elbow all messed up, got me hurting. I might have to sue you.
Boy, but yeah, that little tap.
He looked like a young cat. I thought about all that when I was walking off. I said, well, I have medical insurance. I could go see a doctor. He looked like he gonna need to go see a doctor.
Were you hurt for real?
Not long term. I can't say long term, but it was sore for the rest of the day for sure. Because I let everybody know because I was walking into work, and I made sure I let everybody know. Man, look, should I go home? Because I done got hit.
I got hit on my.
Y'all think I should go home? I mean, I was here. I'm still here. Y'all see, I'm still here. But hey, man,
that is funny.
Just trying to see if I should. I probably shouldn't be here with y'all right now.
You like Peter Griffin whenever he fell on that curve.
Yeah. I want y'all to know I'm here for y'all. Going through this pain, I'm here for y'all. Woo, I'm a little lightheaded. Anybody got a cane or a foldable walker to help me with? Anybody want to let me go to lunch first because I'm about to use a cane or a foldable walker? And then at that time, that's when my boss come out and say, we not a participating location, bro. That ain't happening.
No, we're not.
You can't have it your way.
Not today, not like ever.
Okay, fine. But it did happen, though. At what age are you considered an adult? And don't be confused because 21 is the drinking age. Unless that is your answer. I just didn't want that to weigh on you.
It's not. No. Because I think that it is asinine to think, like some people be like, well, the government said I just got to feed you till you're 18 and then you out the house. Whoever's letting their 18-year-olds out the house. Now, the ones that's crazy and like, there are some instances that 18-year-old like, get the hell out of the house.
Yes.
But like, I work with beautiful girls, like beautiful young girls all day. Yeah. And the oldest one is like 22.
Dang.
Like, wait a minute, you trying to get your own place? How?
Yeah.
They're not developed. Age is nothing but a number. Now I've met some 16-year-olds that live life longer than me, So it really just depends. Age is just a number. It's all about the personality and all that. To me, I don't wish for none of my kids to leave. They cool here.
No, I like that. And you're right. When I first thought that up, I thought I was going to confuse you because I served in the military, and as soon as you graduate high school, you out here defending our country.
No.
And I've lived. You've been to other countries. I've lived in Germany, and I know I've seen beer vending machines. So if you 18, you're doing your own thing.
I mean, to make decisions. I mean, I don't know. Even then, because there's certain things that they say, well, you should be 18 when you do this. When I think that if you're 16 and if you're mentally there, I don't think that you should be handicapped because of your age.
Well, I I wonder if it's if it's other countries. If I think that 21 because it's the drinking age. I think that throws some people off to just heighten it to that. But there are a lot of decisions that when we send our kids off to college that they making, because we don't hesitate when we send them off, and they got to make grown people decisions. They running up on real adults in real situations, and we hope we prepared them right.
I had one of my coworkers. I love all my girls. One of my coworkers, she's like 19, and she got pulled over, and she's like, "Yeah, what?" And he's like, "Know why I pulled you over?" And she's like, "No, why?" He's like, "You're speeding," and she's like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, I can give you a ticket." And she's like, "No, you can't. I'm a child." I was like,
"Oh,
you're 19." Like 19, but these are people that's making their own decisions. Like, I'm gonna call my mom. Like,
yes,
no.
yes, yeah, no. I think if you have the opportunity, I think you're old enough. If you're in that situation, you have the opportunity. So if you're old enough to drive that car, then you're old enough to get the ticket.
Yeah.
If you're in college and you're old enough to get a fake ID to end up in a bar where everyone there is supposed to be over 21, you got to make that decision. And you already made a couple decisions to get there.
That's true now.
Hard head, make a soft behind kind of deal. You kind of gotta. And I think our experiences are what mature you. And so maybe you can learn some lessons at 18 that some people be 22, 23 and ain't even learned yet. And that's why if you're going to put yourself in that situation, well, hopefully you fast on the uptake and you're the people you around who seem to be older than you, maybe you're a little more experienced and you don't get taken advantage of.
And that's why age ain't nothing but a number. It's all about experience. Like how they say street smarts and book smarts.
Ooh,
I think that when you have a balance of the two, that's when you grow.
Yeah. No, I'm in agreement there. Do rich people get to complain?
Define rich. Because even though the most rich people are like, they probably broke as, you know what I mean? And I feel like, and to me, I feel like no matter what level I've been on in my life, I feel like I've always been at the top. And with me being at the top, I feel like people think I'm rich. And I'm like, with more money, more problems. And so hell yeah, they're human. That's just like saying a human can't complain. Money don't bring you happiness.
Yeah. I say yes, you can complain, but at any point in your life, wherever you complaining, you gotta know who you around. You can't be the rich cousin who show up at the cookout because you made it and a lot of your cousins didn't, and you can't show up complaining about how life is for you as a millionaire when everybody else ain't sitting on what you sitting on. I think you gotta know the room when you complain.
You definitely gotta read the room. But the thing is that some people think that because you got money that you have no problems.
Agreed.
And it's like that makes me not human.
Yes.
You know, what if that same millionaire have a business that they're struggling to pay their employees and their bills every month? That there's my struggle because I have more money, my struggle does not equate to yours.
Yeah. More money, more problems.
Right. So, and see, again, it's so crazy. And this show ain't about me, but I feel like a lot of these things are like things that I go through in life. I feel like just in the same sense of reading the room, I
Yeah.
can be, you know what? I have this great opportunity that I'm on this podcast and things are going great. And then somebody be like, oh, really? Because I can't find a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
so oftentimes I feel like I'm boasting and I'm bragging to the next person. And it's like, damn, so I can't talk to nobody.
You know, this is you just did this to me again because you make me now see this in a whole new way. I didn't see it when I came up with this question. You may have to be communicative because what you say may help someone else. It may help them in their knowledge base. It may
Mm-hmm.
help them in their struggle because they're
Mm-hmm.
going to realize, why am I complaining? And,
Right.
or I could go out there and get it. You know what? I know that Donato has a Bentley, and he's complaining that the closest Bentley dealer is in Dallas, so he's got to wait for some parts to get to Dallas. And I know I'm it would be hard if I had to drive 3 hours just to go get parts when my Honda dealer is right down the street. I don't know. That's a bad example. I'm a car
That's
guy.
like, but see,
Perspective. They get the
that's
perspective.
like some things are like first world problems.
Yes.
And so in that scenario, that would be like a first world problem.
Yes.
You know, and then too, as a business owner, I'm thinking like, oh no, to drive 3 hours, time is money. So
Yes.
I do see the dilemma in that. So there is a dilemma versus the next person gonna see he's talking about getting a Bentley. He can hire somebody to go get that.
Agreed. Agreed. And then when you first started talking there, it made me think about this other part where you would say that other person who's not a millionaire, just I threw that out there. That's the first
Yeah.
7 digits. But that millionaire, that person sees that, and the first thing they say is, man, I'm glad I don't own all those businesses like Donato because I wouldn't want to have all those people depending on me. I wouldn't have to make all those decisions. He seemed like he worked too much.
Yes.
So I'm glad he said that because before I was like, man, I want to be that guy. But now, nah, I'm good. I want to keep going to, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep going to my cubicle next to Smelly Harry. But at least all I got to do is worry about me.
Let me tell you, my first world problem is that, like, I have a nice car. Like, I love my car. I worked hard. Like, I remember I see my car driving down the street. I was like, what the hell is that car?
Oh.
Because I want it. And I saved I didn't do no research on this car. I just knew I wanted this car. When I finally saved my money to go window shopping for it,
yeah,
I got it. And I'm driving it. I'm balling. People like, oh, she balling all that. Until it's time to pay that maintenance. And I find out that my car is the third most expensive car in the world.
Yes, it is.
Not, in Texas, but in the world to fix it, paying $3,000. And I'm telling somebody
about that.
And they're like, what? My oil change is only $200. No, mine is $3,000, and I didn't know.
Yeah, they don't understand. These things is different. Someone has a Ferrari-inspired engine.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this other little thing though.
Yeah.
Because I told you I'm a car dude. We can do this on another pod. I may have to bring you back, especially while we're doing Women's History Month, and maybe we just have a ladies only forum for all my car lovers.
Come on.
Laura, your car is known for being heard before it's seen, though. So, are we sure that you didn't hear it first before you saw it?
Now, let me tell you this, baby. Only way that they heard my car is if it's in a sports mode, because I take care of my maintenance every time I put that three. Oh, that number hurt. But it get paid. So listen, depending on what year. And if you take care of your car, I think a lot of people that get these kind of cars, they don't know how to take care of their car. And so of course they're gonna hear it before they see it. But when you hear mine, it's a beautiful purr.
Well, that engine though. That engine, it sounds amazing. It's
Ugh.
okay. You don't distracted me. I'll save that for another one.
So when you say you hear it before you see it, are you saying because of the engine is so good? Or are you saying because
Yes,
people
because
take
it's
care?
so good. Yours.
Oh, okay. Because don't get me wrong, there are some people that buy that car and they don't take care of it, and you literally can hear it.
Oh, I get that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not your car. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Like you hear that person that their fly. It's time for their flywheel to be changed. You hear that screaming sound coming from underneath,
Yes. Like what? I was like,
or
that is a Maserati. Why?
or when they hit their brakes, you hear the squeak all the way down the block until they come to a stop.
I'm
And the
like, I
first thing
know
you
that
thinking
one.
is, yo, somebody holler at you. They can't hear it. The music
No.
too loud. Maybe they can't hear it.
The first thing I think I said, I know they warranty void.
Even if they can't hear it because the music's so loud, there comes a point they ain't gonna go much longer, and pretty soon they gonna hear some grumbling because that's the brake pads is they on
Gone.
fire.
Yeah, and they like electric brake pads. So I mean, I don't know what's the difference between electric and the regular brake pads, but I know it's
Luxury. We
the
all
fuck
would want the
is
electrics.
expensive.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we all want the electrics.
okay.
That is the preferred. Yes, ma'am. That's
Okay.
preferred. So I want to know one last little. We're gonna go to sports here. We're gonna go to sports.
Oh God.
I know, but it's this will be. I'm leaving it on point of view though. I'm not gonna change it.
Okay.
Steph Curry. Are you familiar with who Steph Curry is?
I am.
Okay. What about Sabrina Ionescu? I don't think you're gonna know who she is.
Mm-mm.
Okay, she is a WNBA player,
Okay, no.
and she plays for New York. And she's a great shooter. In fact, when they had the WNBA 3-point shootout, she set the record. She scored more points than anyone that's ever been in the 3-point shootout, male or female.
Mm-hmm.
So people look at her as one of the greatest of all time shooters. And a lot of people in the NBA who are familiar with Steph know that he is one of the greatest. So they were put together to be this last All-Star game that the NBA had. They had a shootout, a 3-point shootout. He won, but barely, but he won. An announcer said, if I was her, I would have shot from the women's line and not the men's line. The women's line is closer. And I just want to know, he got a lot of flack from that. Do his comments offend you?
What? You didn't say what his comments were. What comments?
Oh, he thought she should have shot from the closer
Oh.
line, the female line, and not the male line, which is
But then it
further
wouldn't have
back.
been a fair game. I don't think that it would have been a fair game. And the thing is that like it's Steph Curry, however you say his name.
Steph Curry,
Yeah, I feel like he is a really good player, and I feel like if she barely lost to him, she was on the right line to begin with.
yeah. I'm not against it.
Yeah.
To your point, she wanted to be in it. She knew in advance she was shooting from the guy's line.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this: when you go out to a basketball court right now, wherever you are, the line is just one line for everybody. So she grew up playing in courts, in leagues, and when she got to the WNBA, they put her closer. She's like, okay, I'll take that. It's easier.
Easy shot.
It's easier, but I am used to playing right there. So she entered it.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of curious of your thoughts there. All right. People be People be happier in their work relationship more than the real relationship. For those who have a work spouse, can you confirm if this is true or not? This was Drew Ski famously said this.
Definitely true. That I've never had, and it's so crazy because I just had this conversation. I've never had the privilege to have a work husband. I say privileged because I think a lot of them be cheating. I ain't even gonna lie to you, and I don't want to cheat on my spouse, but you know what I'm saying? But I definitely think because it's like that person is giving that say for instance, if it's a woman, that woman's sitting there complaining, or if it's a man, he's complaining about his girl. And guess what? The work wife is not gonna do the things that they're complaining about. Or they wouldn't be a work wife. Yeah. And then most people jealous that they talking anyway that any false move, they ain't gonna be together anyway. So it's like the perfect relationship.
Again, you took this somewhere I did not expect it to go.
What?
The work spouse, they actually listen to you. Unlike, your real one, they don't listen. You complain about something, shut up. You ain't got it bad. But that work spouse, like, well, yeah, tell me more.
Tell me more.
Duly know it. Don't worry.
I brought you a snack today.
Yep. When the last time wifey rolled up and was like, yo, I know you like them cream puffs. I went and got you some. It's out of my way, but I went and got you. That ain't happening. You just nailed that for me. In fact, I want to get off of that before you make me go in here. It's early up in my place. I'm about to go in and kick in some doors and wake everybody up.
Then you better be waking up because you gonna say, hey, baby, because I got that cream snack for you.
Hey, all right, live stream over. Man. All right. Let's in church Jeopardy.
Okay.
Things a preacher says when they lack feedback from the congregation. And go.
I have no idea. I don't go to church.
Oh. Okay. How about this? Can I get a witness?
Okay. Can somebody testify, I guess?
There it is. See, you know these. You know these.
Not off the back. Now, this is kind of probably a hard one, but I'm pretty sure if I had to search my brain, can I get a witness? Like,
Oh, y'all ain't listening to me. Y'all ain't listening to me.
I just went to church in last week or like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it was a funeral, but still. Oh. And the guy was giving whatever you call it.
Eulogy?
He started talking about Trump. I was like,
bruh. Wait, nah, man.
He was like, I don't hear y'all, but I bet if this was a Trump rally, I could hear y'all. And I'm like, ah!
Come on, bruh. Wrap it up, B.
I was like, is this church or is this the shade room?
Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, needless to say, I did wake up this Sunday. I was like, I'm going to go back to that church. I didn't go. I didn't make it, but it was the thought that counted. But I'm going to go to Sunday. I'm going to go to Wednesday.
There's a chance. You're saying there's a chance.
Because I'm trying to get my life together.
Speaking of, while we in the church, what's your opinion? I say gospel music ain't playing fair. There's some stuff that come on. There's a dude that sounds like Biggie Smalls. That's what he's doing. And he sounds just like him. Now, I know you don't heard some gospel music and you was like, what is that? Okay. I see what you're doing. Yeah. They using the same beats. Doja Cat can have this beat and Prayer Cat got this beat over here doing the same thing, just changing up the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
What say you? You good with it?
I'm all right with it.
All right.
With it. I mean, a lot of them songs be hidden.
Yeah, I know.
And the thing is, it's to appeal to the younger generation. Like, it's not, because if that's the case, we changed the music a long time ago because we're going to go back to the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Yeah, I like it.
I didn't grow up in that kind of church. I remember the first time my homie was getting married, so he invited me to his Catholic church. And
Oh
that's
my.
because I never heard the little angelic thing. What are people at the singing like that?
And they end on time.
Where they at? Yeah, they had cats up in the rafters playing with the acoustics with the angelic thing. And I was like, okay, is the ain't? I was trying to make sure I won't go be at a funeral next. Like I didn't die, and
That's
the
funny.
pearly gates.
That's
Because that's
funny.
what it sounded like. That's what it felt like. I'm used
That's
to Mother
funny.
Jenkins over here. There wasn't no tambourines. The drummer won't doing the thing. The choir director won't over there being extravagant.
That's too funny.
All right. When you get an opportunity later on today, I'm a little curious if you're going to tell any of your friends. We started with this. We're going to end very close to this. It's spring break. You got a lot of friends that walked into this spring break and they had no plans for their kids. They not traveling nowhere. They got all them kids up in the house. Yesterday was horrible for them.
Not
Is there
hard.
anything you could say to them today so we can start their day so they'll feel better with today and the remainder of the week? Can you give them something positive on the way out?
I'm gonna give you something positive, you guys. Even though them bad or good kids are out of school and you not out of work,
Oh,
there are a lot of things going on in your city that after work you can take those kids. Because if not, you gonna be tired when you get home, and them kids gonna be bored and they're gonna be getting on your nerves. So just look up like things to do in your city for families or for kids, and you should find something. If not, they're gonna go stir crazy. You're gonna get home, they messed up stuff or daycare, whatever. Just make sure that you find time to spend with your kids during this time, because life is short. A lot of us, we have more years behind us than we do have in front of us. So make sure you make it count, and money ain't everything.
boom. Laura, this was amazing. We appreciate you coming in so early. I'll package this up. I will have it packaged today. Had some technical difficulties yesterday, but I think I got those worked out. We'll package this up today for those that can take it that didn't get it live.
Okay.
Thank you again, Laura. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of the day.
You too. Bye, y'all.